Hey guys, what is up? This is Game and Soy, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Dozacraft SMP. Now, I recovered from my surgery. Yes, I'm excited about that. I can talk again. Today's really, honestly, just going to be a video of me making a reed farm right here. I already dug out a little bit of it. But it's going to be a talking episode because I've been going through a lot lately. And I know some people that watch me also do this, and this is really just going to be a talking episode, mostly about depression, I would say. I have been lacking on a majority of my videos because I have been going through what is known as depression. Exactly. Now, to start it all off, Doza and I were actually chatting. I know he's on, because we were just talking. We were talking about depression and everything like that, and we were pretty much just telling our stories and everything like that. I've been going through a really rough time lately. I just have no motivation to do anything, and I should turn music up. Just having no motivation to do anything. It's just stuff like that. But with that being said, that isn't something I should really say is the reason to why I am depressed, or I have been depressed. I've been lacking a lot of uploads of videos and editing. I'm probably a couple weeks behind on uploading and everything like that. And with that being said, there's a lot of things I have to like catch up on, because a lot of things have happened within that time. So this is going to be like I guess a little sneak peek of what's going to be happening in the next couple episodes of Dozacraft. I have been pranked by the overseer, but I have no motivation to edit it really, and just random things like that. There's also another video where I get another death, and I just go around doing things that really have no meaning to it. This is kind of loud now. I should put it to like 17. There we go. Alright. So with that being said, I haven't really had motivation to upload any videos, edit any videos, or record any videos. Not in that order because I said it completely backwards. Record videos, edit, and then upload. But just because of certain issues that I don't think I should mention, but everybody is gonna go through it at some time, and sure, maybe I don't have a right to say that it'll all be okay at the end, and sure, maybe I don't have a reason to say that it's going to be okay, because I really don't know. I don't know everybody's situation. I wish I did, and I wish I could fix everybody's situation, but I can't. I need some dirt, so I'm probably going to go outside and collect some dirt. Other than that, though, I know people always say they're going through depression, and they're always, or they're not enjoying life at the time, and they just have no motivation to do anything, and I completely understand some cases. For example, some people could have a broken heart, they could just love someone, then they don't get the love back. They could have a family member pass away. They could have just small things like that. They lose a friend. Like I said, I'm not really going to explain the case I'm in, because, I don't know, it's kind of personal. It kind of relates to the server, not really at all, but just a certain individual, mostly, just kind of made me not want to do anything anymore. I used to talk to them a lot, and now I just don't have motivation really anymore to do anything. And yeah, so changing the subject, with that being said, that doesn't mean you have to completely stop. Listen to Minecraft probably have a new server called Ask Crack. Oh. Thanks for that. also say it correctly out loud. But anyways, a lot of people do go through depression, and a lot of people don't know how to fix it. And this is pretty much me trying to give advice. I know my advice might not be the best, or it may not fit your actual situation. But coming from someone that has been depressed since they were probably a young teenager, about 13, I am 18 as of now, or as this video will be uploaded, I will be 18 years old. So, yeah, so I know I don't have a lot of room to give. Sorry, I forgot YouTube. What was I saying? I don't have a lot of room to say like, oh yeah, you should listen to my advice, because I may not give the best advice. Many people have told me I give pretty okay advice, because a majority of the times I know the situation that it's coming from. Because, I don't know, I kind of understand a lot of people's situations, mainly because I have gone through a majority of the situations. I can't say I've gone through every situation. I've gone through a majority of them. I've seen a guy kill himself, I've seen rape, I've seen just horrible things, I've seen broken hearts, I've seen all this horrible stuff that I wish I could come back on and not say I've seen. I've had a friend that had been killed before, and that also brought me down. I'm not going to break these, actually, the dirts. But I've had all of this stuff bad happen to me, and I understand where a majority of the times people are upset. And the one advice that I could give, or the one thing that I would say to snap you out of it, would be just look at the bright sides. Because I know that's kind of cheesy to say, and I know that's a weird thing to say, but looking at the bright sides of a situation, no matter how bad it is a way to cheer yourself up. And the way I've been depressed for the past couple months now, I would say, it was hard. It was hard to cope myself with getting back, cope myself with being who I actually am and doing what I want to do. I really don't know what I'm trying to get with this point. I know this is going to just be a talky episode. You don't really have to listen to this. I just want to help somebody who needs help. Because I wish there was a video out there when I was depressed and down that I could just listen to this person talk and understand them. I don't know why I just got all that. There was no reason for me to do that. I need some sugarcane. Jack and I pranked Doza with 3,000 sugarcane, and it was pretty funny because I cussed in his video, and Jack beeps out every cuss word in the video because he's going for a that just sounds wrong. Young audience, I would say. He likes the younger audience, I believe, and he doesn't really want any curse words on his channel, which I understand. That's something I would also do, but I just don't have the time or effort to really do that, so I cuss a lot. Anyways, getting back to the topic of depression. Depression is a serious thing. I know a lot of people say they have depression. People even saying they've been diagnosed with depression is something you should never have to worry about in your life, but you always will. You will eventually. No matter what, you will always go through a sad time of your life, and you will always have to deal with it somehow. And the one thing that I could say is, don't think about the present. Think about the future. Because when you think about the future, you think about, at the time when you're in depression, you think about, what am I going to be doing with my life, and it's not going to go anywhere. That's what a majority of the people think. For example, if you get a heart broken, this is just a good example of depression. If your heart is broken, and you... That's loud, sorry. If your heart is broken and you try to think about the future, the one thing that you can think about is the person that broke your heart or the person that did you wrong is making you stronger. And that's really all you have to think about. No matter what they did, no matter how they did it, and no matter what the factor is, something that is doing wrong to you and something that is making you depressed is making you stronger in the future. It's just something you have to think about, and that is how I actually came out of the depression. Yes, sure, I could still be sad about a lot of things, and I probably am going to for a while now, but that's a different story. And a lot of my friends have been here to help me. That's another thing that I would recommend doing. If you have a friend that you need to talk to them. Because your friends will care about you. Even talk to the person that did wrong to you. Talk to them about it. If they're truly ignorant and they won't reply to you or they won't answer you, then you don't deserve to talk to them. If the person that does you wrong or the action that somebody does is wrong, if your family member or if one of your friends passes away, you have to think of the bright sides. You have to think about you will see them again sometime. And yes, this could go into like religion talk. I would never talk about religion in a controversial subject, kind of, because I respect everybody's views of religion and politics as well. Mostly, if something bad happens to you, or a family member, or a friend, you have to just think about the bright side. You have to think about, I had a great time with them in the past, and I had an absolute great time talking to them, and I miss every single part about them. So that doesn't mean you have to give up on your life. And with that being said, I'm going to move to the topic of suicide. Suicide is never an option. Never. I've almost done it millions of times because of how depressed I have been. When I say I almost have done it, I really mean almost have done it, like this close. That's how close I was. That was a horrible example and metaphor, but with that being said, suicide is never the answer. No matter what you're going through, no matter how you feel, and no matter what is going on with your life, suicide should never be an option. I actually have to go back outside to get ice, because I don't want to get water buckets all the time. With that being said, suicide is never an option. No matter what you're going through, no matter how you feel, everyone is going to think about it at least once in their lifetime. And like I said before, people will think about this. They will go through the experience of, should I really do this or should I not actually do this? And the answer should always be no. I had a friend who was honestly debating it, and coming from a personal standpoint, you have to think to them and say, why would you do this? There's no point of doing it. And yes, I know I can't say I know the feeling of it, but I've had a friend who has passed away because of aggressional driving, and it really hurts. I really don't know how to use this. Alright, I am back and I got all the ice I needed, and Doza helped me fix it, but back to the subject we were talking about, suicide. Suicide is something my dogs bark about. That's what suicide is. Suicide is something nobody should have to deal with or have one of their friends deal with. Because when someone commits suicide, ends their life, it's not only painful for the person who is doing it and their family, it's also painful for the people that love him, or their family and friends, and everybody that sees that person a majority of the time, or almost every day. So, suicide is never something that should be considered. You have to do it. Yes, I understand people will want to do that because they really have no other option, and I understand where they're coming from on that. I haven't really done anything that I would regret, but no, I'm good. I haven't done anything that I would regret, but I know that I get close to doing it. And that's the scary part. Almost doing it and knowing that people would know. People would definitely know that you have done it. And overall, it's just not something you should want to do in your life. I'm gonna get rid of this spot too, just because. People, I understand that people would want to do it, or they just they can't stand anything anymore. And nope, I completely understand people who think that it's the right option, but coming from someone who has debated it a majority of their life and just has every reason to, it's not the smartest option. It really isn't. There is no reason to actually fulfill killing yourself. And this is wrong. Where is it? Yeah, that's right. Wait, what did I do? Okay. But people who want to commit suicide have reasons. Sure, those reasons may not be accurate, or it may just be at the time of the moment. But I don't know, it's just something that if you're debating and you think that it's the smartest idea to do it, just think about the people who would actually care about you. Think about how they would feel afterwards, and if you're going for that feeling of, I want people to miss me, that isn't the option, that isn't the route to go for. Because ending one's life takes away the happiness of everybody around them, including yours. And sure, you could say you don't get a lot of happiness, and it's understandable if you don't, and everything like that, but just coming from someone who has thought about it many times, and someone who almost has done it before, it's not the smartest option. I have to fill this in. And a site, I need one more block, wow. Anyways, it's not the smartest option. Please, if you're considering it, talk to somebody about it. You won't realize how many people actually care about you until you talk to them about this subject. Personally, I have not talked to anyone about this subject. I'm honestly scared if I were feeling that way. It's just a way no one really, I feel like no one should try to do this. If you feel this way though, don't be afraid to talk to somebody about it. Because talking to somebody about it will help you. It really will. Coming from experience, I have gone through a lot in the past couple months, and some things I just can't handle anymore. Some things I have to hold on with my, like, I don't know how to explain it. Some things you just have to think about, and it may or may not get good, like, better. But you have to realize this, in the future, something will get better. No matter what it will be, no matter how you think about it, something will get better. Something has to get better. It's not like a possibility, it's the truth. Because when people think about suicide, they just think about the time now. They think about how they feel at that exact moment. They don't think about how to fix anything or how to increase it. They think the only way out of it is by just ending it, which I am completely against, and I just don't feel like it's the right option. Like I said, I don't really know the feeling, because I haven't had any friends or family members, or known anybody in that case, that have committed suicide. But I've come close to a lot of people who have almost committed suicide. Me talking them out, or other people talking them out of doing it, really shows that it's worth living. And I'm just gonna put torches in everywhere that isn't filled. It's worth living. Even though people may think it's not, it really is. Because somebody out there is telling you not to. And if you don't think anyone is telling you not to, someone has to. There is nobody in this world that would let somebody end their life. There's nobody. And with that being said, I just feel like suicide it's a very touchy subject that not many people could talk about and feel good about after they talk about it. But I feel like me coming very close to doing it many times in my whole life, for stupid reasons. Let me add that, because some reasons have to do with like relationship problems, and that's actually what has been happening the past couple months. I decided to tell you, feel good about yourself. A majority of it is relationship problems, and coming from a guy that literally got killed in a relationship, it's gonna get better. Honestly, even if you think it won't, it will. You just gotta move past it almost. I think this is gonna be good. This sugarcane farm. I'm gonna plant the rest of these somewhere, and just think about it, guys. It'll get better. No matter what happens, something will come up in your life or show you that it will get better. With that being said, oh no, that's not it. The sheep farm. That being said, never think this is where it ends, or never think like, what do I do? Never think that, because if you think that, it just shows it just means that you really should look in the future and see that there's a reason to be happy in the future. And it is what I did, and I feel a lot better after thinking that. And I just want to prevent it from other people. I know not a lot of people watch my YouTube video, and I know a lot of people won't watch my YouTube video just because it's hard to find, and I understand, it's YouTube. I'm not really here for the views. I'm here to make at least one person go like, wow, that was pretty good. But okay, I was like, how can I outplace this? But with that being said, just listen to you guys. Listen to your gut feeling, because suicide isn't an option. Depression, you could get over. And if I could do it, you guys could do it. I'm an extremely weak person emotionally, and I just, wow, that was perfect. I got all of them. It's just a thing where you have to get over it. And I know that sounds like a shitty excuse, but it's something you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to look at the bright side, and you're gonna have to think to yourself, well, I can improve something, and I could do something to change it. And that's exactly what the moral of this whole entire talk was. You guys could do stuff to change how you feel. And I know depression, at the time, when you are depressed, you think to yourself, there's no way I can fix this, I'm pretty much giving up. And just stuff like that. I'm going to Monkey's base. This is the person that hurt me. I don't know why I'm here, but I put all the doors down just because YOLO. But just, if you guys think to yourself and just believe in yourself that it could get better. And even the stupid things. Doza and I were talking about this before, actually. If you breathe in your mouth for 6 seconds, or is it the other way? Breathe in your nose for 6 seconds and breathe out your mouth for 4 seconds. Do that multiple times, you'll feel extremely satisfied afterwards. Just do things like that if you're in depression. And I know, like I said before, I'm not a person to say or to give advice, but I feel like since I've been going through it for such a long time, and that is all I've been going through, it's something that you should look forward to while you're in depression, because you're going to get out of it, and you're going to be a happy person afterwards. Suicide is never an answer. Death is never an answer. Hurting yourself is never an answer. That being said, just be smart about everything, guys. I know a lot of people that watch this probably don't care and probably haven't made it this far. I understand if you didn't. It's a weird episode of just me talking about feelings, pretty much. But trust me, it'll all get better. No matter what happens, no matter what situation it is, it'll increase in the future. So thank you guys for watching. This was Game and Soy. Be smart about your guys' lives, because you only live one. They go by the young words of YOLO. And I'll see you guys later. This is Game and Soy. Enjoy your day and be safe.